Jai Guruji Sangatji. And first of all, I would like to thank Guruji for giving me this opportunity to read this book, Divine Pathways. And secondly, I would like to thank Kamlesh Aunty. Kamlesh Aunty, I really love your journey with our Guruji. And thank you for penning down such wonderful thoughts under the guidance of our Guruji. It has really changed my attitude towards life and helped, I think, all the Sangha to navigate and process their thoughts to positive. Today's reading starts from page 206, The Positive Approach. Guruji encourages us to remain strong and positive on the path. Begging is not the worldly boons. Begging is for the Guru, Lord's grace. Meditation itself is begging. By meditation, we are begging at His door for admission. We are asking just to become one with the Father. We are begging for His forgiveness. To forgive what stands between us and the Father. Instead of just making repeated prayers, "Oh Lord, give me grace. Help me give time to meditation." Why not sit in for meditation? Why not just give time to meditation? Instead of asking for His grace, attend to meditation that itself is grace. Instead of asking Him to open your inner vision, attend to meditation, which will automatically open your inner vision. Asking doesn't change the situation. There's a positive step, which is attending to meditation. Otherwise, we are all beggars at His door. In the game of love, I cannot lose. If I get you, if I lose, you get me. If I win, naturally I'll be in your lap. If in my struggle I lose, you will pull me up to your level. So there is no failures if I'm doing my best. So even if I lose in this battle of love, we win. Grace of Almighty. Next page, self-discipline. Sometimes we may be tempted to drop our seva or to do half-hearted job because we think it's not interesting enough, or it involves too much effort, or because our friends are doing seva elsewhere. But if we leave our seva when it doesn't suit us, how would the seva get done? And how would we please the Guru? If Guruji's time, a sevadar was assigned a job of serving the water to the Sangat. One day, while he was doing his seva, he saw Guruji approaching in his car. Excited, he left the Sangat to whom he was serving the Jal Prasad, left his seva at the water post and ran towards to the edge of the road to see Guruji from close. Guruji noticed the sevadar leave his seva and ran towards him. He commented to the sevadar next to him, "Le, rupaiya chad ke chawanni lain aaya hai," meaning, see, he has abandoned a rupee and has come to collect quarter of a one. What did Guruji mean? He was not implying by the statement that the value of seva is greater than the value of physical darshan. But if we abandon our seva to follow the Guru, we lose more than we gain. We have reached Sachkhand the very day you meet Guruji. That is the place you are destined. Who can take away the gift bestowed by the Sadguru? Because the karmic account of worldly give and take is still to be finished. He cannot take you there. Once it is fully settled, he will take you there at once. Every adversity, every failure, every heartache carries with it the seed of an equal or greater benefit. Grace Almighty, bowing down to Guruji's lotus feet. Next page, 208, self-respect and self-realization. One of the most important energies for success in any situation and in any sphere of life is a very strong and positive mental state. Self-respect is the first step to positivity. Self-realization leads self-respect. We often play our different roles in society in a physical realization. The realization of physical body, physical role, relationships, wealth, education, and job. Whereas we consider these realizations as natural, But many times, because of the changeable nature of these spheres and aspects of life, we are lacking in self respect and, as a result, in mental strength. Let us, in this passage, take a look at different points of self respect based on spiritual self realization, which make us internally strong. I am a victorious soul. My success is granted. Every morning, create the first point of self respect in that very sphere of life. Your victory or success is granted. Revisit this point of self respect many times in a day. It will inject positivity in your everyday thought, word, and action, and that positivity will flow in your role. It will also benefit you in different ways in improving your health and generating wealth, and also achieving success in every sphere of life. The more you feel this positive thought in your inner subconscious mind, the lighter and happier you will feel. Also, this inner strength will show in better in internal personal relationships and beautiful results in different pursuits of life. A positive feeling of success in your mind will guarantee success in every action and life will become a journey of relaxation where anything goes wrong very rarely, and even if it does, it corrects itself in a very short period of time. Grace Almighty, bowing down to Guruji's lotus feet. Page 209. Health is a matter of choice, not a matter of chance. The effect of thoughts on our health is well established. Each thought has an effect on the cells of the body. A large number of diseases today are psychosomatic, which means persistent negative emotions like stress, anger, fear, hurt, mistrust, jealousy, guilt manifest in the form of disease. Let us now focus on the effect of positive feelings on health: love, peace, happiness, forgiveness, acceptance, appreciation, trust, enthusiasm. Each powerful and positive thought is having an effect on the cells of our body. It's not about the right thinking when we are not well, but it's about the right thoughts at all the times. Let us begin clearing our emotional blockages, past hurt, resentment, not being able to forget and forgive. It's only a thought away. The situation may have happened days or years back, but if I'm able to feel that emotion even today, then I'm carrying an emotional blockage, which has already begun creating a physical blockage of energy in my body. Why we talk about healing? We always focus on healing the physical ailment, but if we don't, the root of the ailment, which is an emotional blockage, the physical ailment can reoccur. Each time we are choosing compassion over anger, agony, forgiveness over resentment, trust over doubt, cooperation over competition, appreciation over criticism. We are choosing health over disease. Let us be aware of every thought that we create regarding our body, whether it is about the way we look, about our health, as addiction we wish to give up. It is a message that the body, which the body will obey. So let us detoxify the mind and erase every past memory of pain, because detoxification of the mind begins the process of detoxification of the body. Page 210, Sangaji, we have a beautiful Swarup of Guruji smiling at us. Page 211, making sleep peaceful and blissful. Sleep is one of the most important aspects of human wellness and influences our physical, spiritual, and emotional health immensely. Meditate for a few minutes before sleeping. The entire day, the soul performs various actions, and the body and the mind constantly creates thoughts. So it's good to experience soul consciousness and connect with God, the supreme soul, for about 15 minutes before sleeping. This makes the mind silent and the intellect pure, which is the perfect preparation for a body for a good night's sleep. Reduce mobile phone use and TV viewing before sleeping. For about 45 minutes to 1 hour before sleeping, keep your mobile phone away as much as possible from your eyes and avoid viewing anything on the television. This will relax the mind and brain immensely, and it will be easy to sleep, and it will be easy to sleep easily and as soon as you lie down on the bed. Thank God for the day and clear all burdens before sleeping. Tell God about the entire day that has passed. Thank Him, and if something negative has happened in the day, clear that burden before sleeping. Don't take the burden into your bed. If you sleep with a heavy consciousness, you may take time to sleep, and even if you sleep soon, you may get up in the morning, in the middle of the night, with many thoughts running in your mind. Visualize a circle of positive energy around your bed and experience an affirmation before sleeping. Visualize a golden circle of peace, purity, and power around the bed for a few seconds before sleeping and experience an affirmative that I am peaceful and blissful soul. I am protected and I sleep easily. This will make your aura positive and will protect you from negative and impure energies of the world which might disturb your sleep. Avoid taking too much and unnecessary conversations before sleeping. The more you talk before sleeping, the more thoughts the mind creates and more active the brain becomes. So talk less, talk sweet, and talk softly before sleeping. Otherwise, the thoughts of words spoken just before sleeping prevent you from from switching off and or going to bed. Grace Almighty, going down to Guruji's lotus feet. Excuse me, Sangaji. Release your expectations. You always assisted a colleague to finish his project in time, but one time you asked him for a favor and he refused. You reached home, tried, and expected your young child to behave well, but he threw tantrums the entire evening. Is this situation familiar, or have you been in similar situations and wondered, why can't people meet simple expectations? Why can't they be my way? Our habits, personalities, perspectives, choices, and priorities are different. So we cannot close act in the same way as others, irrespective of our authority, role, or responsibility. It also doesn't matter how simple and right our expectation is. Release expectation from everywhere: family, friends, colleagues, society. Let us be our way, accepting everyone as they are. We accept advice, instruct, and share opinion respectfully, but not get upset if people don't meet our expectations. Let us drop from the belief that expectations are normal and experiment with acceptance, that acceptance is normal. It helps us remain emotionally stable in every situation and have harmonious relationships. No two individuals can think, speak, or behave identically. Yet we routinely wonder, how can he be like this? Or how can she say that? The load of such futile thoughts and expectations block our energy of love and peace. Let us remember that our state of mind has no connection with anyone or anything outside of us. Sit back and program your thoughts and feelings about other people. Do not scum, do not hit back, do not expect, do not blame, do not complain. You take charge of your inner state and choose your response. You come out of impulsive autopilot reactions to people's behaviors. Your acceptance that people are different sustains your happiness and influences them positively. Grace Almighty, bowing down to Guruji's lotus feet. Page 213. Don't equate love with meeting expectations. We routinely expect people to be and do things which are consistent with our own qualities, values, and goals. If someone starts meeting our expectations to an extent, we believe they love us. We even mentally write scripts of how they will satisfy all our wishes due to their love. And the day they fall short and do not conform to our needs of, for any reason, we become resentful. Take this moment to teach your mind that even people are not our way. It does not imply they do not love us. I am happy being. I am happy being my way. I do not have expectations from anyone. I do not seek love from them. I love radiate to all. I give advice without expectations. People may or may not obey me. They love me, but they may not be able to do as I say. I don't equate their actions with their love for me. They love me, but cannot do what I ask them to do at the moment. They cannot listen to me. They are unable to implement my suggestion. They behave as per their thought process, their nature, their capacity, their priority. I understand them. I do not expect them to be my way. I talk to my mind. I explain it their perspective. My mind does not question their love for me. It listens to me and calms down. I respond with an energy of love and respect. I need nothing from anyone. Repeat this a few times to change the definition that whoever loves us does exactly what we want them to do. Once you detach love from expectation, understanding people and accepting them becomes natural. Grace Almighty, bowing down to Guruji's lotus feet. Page 214. Dealing with impatience. Between managing home, office, children, classes, shopping, friendship, and other tasks, do not wish for time to tick as per your schedule. How do you feel whenever you need to wait for anything? Living in a world that expects instant gratification, our patience seems to be fading out. Impatience is more about our lack of self control, lack of time. We want that we want, and we want it immediately. Racing to and fro from one task to another and one thought to another, we are only adding stress, aggression, and pain. Running towards my goal is not worth leaving behind, patience behind. Let's learn to wait, trusting everything is accurate, precisely happening when it is meant to happen. Patience with self, people, and situations bring peace, compassion, and acceptance. It also gives the power to handle life in the middle of challenges when we don't deplete energy, creating impatience. In other words, in other scenes, sorry, practicing impatience makes us confident and likable. It is also a sign of royalty and dignity to wait rather than impulsive react. Remind yourself, I am patient in every scene today. I don't hurry myself or others. I handle delays with an energy of ease. Among the very valuable qualities you nurture, is patience one of them? How easy it is to find to remain patient with people and situations on a daily basis, especially when they are not on your way. We all exhibit different levels of practice, but to practice it, we need to finish the obstacles that come in its way, mostly as irritation, anger, anxiety, fear, doubt, or judgment. Even comparison and competition deplete patience. We routinely say, I'm busy. I have no patience to hear you. I cannot wait for this traffic to clear. I cannot tolerate that music. If we don't want to listen, wait, or persist, or give up our powers to tolerate, adjust, and accept, the mind tries to control things which it cannot and becomes restless. The body receives energy of turbulence from the mind and health suffers. Relationships become fragile. People are doing their best and situations are the way they are meant to be. This understanding creates compassion, kindness, and respect. From today, prepare yourself to use patience in every scene, no matter what the day brings. Grace of Almighty, bowing down to Guruji's lotus feet. Page 215. Situation proofing yourself. Keeping your consciousness free from the question mark and the explanation marks. This is a powerful consciousness with little room for the negative or waste thought patterns. Such a positive consciousness carrying persons then has a positive attitude. A positive attitude then influences our perception of problems and makes it positive. This finally leads to positive or correct words and actions which are required to solve the problem in front of us. Thus, in short, our thoughts are the foundation of our perception. Negative perceptions stand on the foundation of thoughts of negativity, which are filled with questions and exclamation created over a complete birth. Positive perceptions stand on the foundation of thoughts of positivity carried over a long period of time. It's not just about that particular moment of time or creating positive thoughts at time when you have a difficult situation in your life. It's a practice of many years of creating positive thoughts or at least a few months that make the mind extremely powerful. It's also going through many different negative situations and achieving victory many times in keeping the mind positive in all the situations that empower the mind. This transforms and keeps our perception positive in circumstances that we are going to face in the future. Thoughts of positivity are like clean water poured in the bucket of mind, which is used to creating thoughts of negativity, which are like unclean water in the bucket. A large volume of clean water or thoughts of positivity is required to be poured into the bucket so that the unclean water is completely replaced by the clean water of positive thoughts. So pour positive and beautiful thoughts into your mind every day for a few minutes through spiritual wisdom and also empower yourself with meditation. And slowly, over the period of time, the question mark and the explanation marks in situations which confuse you and reduce your positive perception will be removed. As a result, you will become situation proofed. Grace of Almighty, bowing down to Guruji's lotus feet. Page 216. Spiritual companionship. When I say we need to be selective in our company, I'm not talking about withdrawing into a little group and refusing to have any contact with people who do not do as we do. We should be courteous and friendly with everyone, aware of their feelings and points of view, and avoid being judgmental. I'm stressing the need to build relationships with those who welcome the changes we are trying to make and who will help us make them. When a seedling is planted in the countryside, it is fenced in so it will have some protection. Similarly, as spiritual seedlings, it is a good idea to surround yourself with the protection of those who are spiritually minded. In time, of course, when we are new, ways of thought, speech, and action have taken firm hold, we can stand in any company without being uprooted. Far from returning to our old patterns of conditioning, we will influence others by our personal example to change their pattern as well. Wherever people gather for selfless ends, there is yet augmentation of their individual capacities. Something wonderful, something momentous happen. An irresistible force begins to move, which, though we may not see it, is going to change our world. In this lies the power and meaning of spiritual companionship. Grace of Almighty, bowing down to the Guruji's lotus feet. 17. How to bounce back from anything and become better person. Gold can't be purified without fire. Neither can a man become refined without adversity. Failures, loss, poverty, injuries, sickness, betrayal. Suffering is a consistent preface to every success story. Alchemy is the art of transmuting pain in art, mistakes into wisdom, failures into stepping stones, suffering into consciousness, struggles into a success stories. How? Purify yourself. The first step is to cleanse off your old identities. Your healing is dragging on because you are too attached to the part of you that got hurt. Surrender the victim mentally. Meditation helps create a gap between you and your mind, such that you can watch your thoughts from a deeper state of being. This will naturally strip away the self limiting identities, beliefs, and insecurities that are weighing you down. Liquefy yourself. Stop boxing yourself into idiotic labels. Adopt only transcendental identities like Tao, God, Self, Spirit, Awareness. Rebirth and reborn yourself every day. Remold yourself. Self recreation is where the magic happens. Imagine and embody the feeling of being your best self. Use words of affirmations to reprogram your subconscious. Replace harmful habits with beneficial ones. Do these every day and you will be transformed. Push yourself. Change can be very scary, whether it's moving to a new country, learning new skills, or starting a new business. Bad things are easy to start, good things are hard to start. Train your willpower to overcome every daily resistance, whether you like it or not. Your strength is a sign of all pain you have endured. Your success is a sign of all the failures you pushed through. Your discipline is a sign of all temptations you ignored. Fortify yourself. The journey to self actualization is long, arduous, and lonely. Your patience and perseverance will be tested, but you must be relentless and persistent to the point that you laugh at any time life throws at you to derail you. Stop complaining and start thinking of how to turn your handicaps into assets. Trust the process, and the path will reveal itself. Grace of Almighty, bowing down to Guruji's lotus feet. Thank you, Sangaji, for listening. Thank you, Multilingual Group. Thank you, Guruji. Jai Jai Guruji.